Hello. You guys can hear me, yeah? Is my mic working fine? Okay. Before I do BTC, I just have to update some of these Twitter positions. Had a lot of longs, so just to quickly update most of these watch list ones because I don't want the market to just nuke from here, and as I haven't tweeted those updates because there's too many to individually tweet out. I'll start with the bottom. Ape long. There is that. Those who are following Twitter know Ape long was market price dumped. Now it's at break even. I've closed it at here. I think it's about break even, about 1% profit. Yeah, I closed it before the stream at break even. And Moodeng, it had a perfect retest. This one bounced about just that. Bounced about 10%. I did not take any profit because RR terms that was not good. It has reabsorbed all the pumps, so I'm just closing a break even as well. Dogs around entry, closing it break even as well. Pendle, the entry, first entry is at 5.328. This is the one that I'm holding. This is a string trade. I'll just reference that with here. Okay, here's Pendle. Pendle is here, okay? It's fill 1/3. The current market price entry for 75K was over here at 5.328. Ignore this. Second entry 4.93, third entry 4.65 invalidation. When the acceptance below 4.315, I think that's what I have on the chart. Yeah, and TP is around 2x. I'm just holding this one. So Dogs is break-even closed, Moodeng is break-even closed, Ape is break-even closed, Pendle is a hold with bids down, Auction is a hold. It retested twice, so this time I just tweeted this out before the stream that I'm moving stops to break even on this one. This is comparatively a little bit strong, so I'm holding this one. This is still valid, stops break even and holding. Sui, we are going to discuss this setup afterwards. Thetis as well. Don't need this one. And last update that I need to do is FET. FET, I'll just reference you quickly. FT, we have we had 3x3 fills, 250k, 250k, 500k, total a million, and the average price is 1.379. 1.379 is somewhere over here. Okay, so it gave a retest today, and I de-risked 50%. Okay, I de-risked 50% from 1 million to 500k because the weakness and also I want to accumulate this coin, but I want to de-risk and add lower. So in terms of lower values, we are currently at this HDF SR support with this order block over here, but you have range low here, this buy sell liquidity target really far away, HDF supply here in this red box, potential push again over there, but this is the range low, and just around this range below you have this order block. This is where I'm planning to add the second bid. FET is a really long-term hold for me. It coincides with the thing that I have for alts going into Q2 2025. That is something on FET. FET also has some FUD, so that is also the reason for its weakness. But just to update that I have an average of currently 1.379, and the stop is manual, and 50% I de-risked at B break even, which is 500k, which I will add lower on the lower prices. Okay, now we'll go back to BTC first, and then we'll go to those alts. 93k target, it's reached. We had support at 85.7k, that was tweeted, and then I've been just continuously drawing lines to 93k. How did 93k came? It was through extended Fibonacci's. What you do is you identify a period of long accumulation of highs and lows. So let's just say this one here. I take this like that. You mark out your 0.61, any major fib. Just say this is 0.618. So this is the 0.706. You drag it, you take the place of 0.706 instead of the 0.618. So you just continue to overlap fibs into the price discovery models. So this is just a small one. Usually it looks bigger like this, then it can become easier to skip places between the fibs. And that is how I just came up with these levels of 85,742 and 93k on BTC price discovery all-time high levels that were pre-posted before these prices even came. It's a simple shortcut, just replacing the fibs until you go up towards price discovery fibs. Okay, now lower time frame, you're obviously at 93k resistance. This one is the most important that you have to exceed for any higher time frame, but I don't think that price is going to exceed this one. You're just going to match this one with LTF. On LTF you have a range, this range here. Okay, price currently depends. Now what happens from here depends what happens from this range high level. There's two possibilities. One, price gives a retest like this and continues higher towards, let's say, 95 to 98k. Second, price forms a deviation over here, just saying that it has sought some sort of price discovery external liquidity from order books. We don't have any supply or demand in price discovery, so we're just going to say that the liquidity lies inside the order books. So the price has sought liquidity on the order books on this side, and now it's going to seek on the other side, just like how we do on the models. This is the deviation one. So we go something like this. If this happens, alts are going to take a big beating. You can say that alts could dump about 15 to 20% at the minimum, 15 to 20%. This is where you will look for continuation long. Okay. The first one that we discussed was a retest of this one, but you're not going to limit long into this area over here because there's a possibility of the deviation that we just discussed. So in that case, what you want to do is just wait for the retest, wait for it to show a bounce, wait for it to flip over here, show some sort of strength. That is where you take a continuation long on BTC, and your targets are going to be between 95 to 98k again. And in this case, just place a limit order here in this order block here. Okay, simple. There's one more thing on HTF that we can go with. If the daily closes like this, slightly around 93k, you have the formation of a daily order block over here, all starting from here towards here. And if you zoom it out, this becomes all your support. So for the next week, this one is almost going to close this Wednesday. So next we are going to look for new setups inside this one. This is too early to state what can happen from inside this order block. Just remember that you have two possibilities right now. One is that it gives a shallow retest like this and continues over higher, and the second one is that it forms a deviation. It gives a bounce, but it doesn't flip. It's unable to flip, and it just goes down like this. So this confirms the deviation on that. Okay, when this deviation confirms and price accepts back below this range high level, that is your confirmation that you could short alts, because alts are going to dump between 10 to 15%, and you can find quick TPs on shorts setups on alts. Okay, basic triggers are clear, right? I don't trade CME gaps, never looked at them. Pure technical analysis for me. Nobody has an confusion with BTC, right? BTC is pretty clear. I have so many positions. We'll do alts in a bit. I just have to cover the majors a little bit. Okay, ETH. I did tweet out that it was this supply. Let's just reference it. Okay, this was the chart. You either go straight up or you go for the sweep of the monthly resistance below 32. This happened on the 4 hour right here. Okay, you see this one. Now, this is the deviation. Good reclaim candle filling the imbalance. So you have a possibility of continuing higher from over here, but we just discussed that BTC is at a really major resistance. So what you want to look for is that continue, get back above. There's a range for supply over here. Get back above this one. If this gets back above this one, you have a trigger here. Take a long here, target 3500, stops goes here. No limit order or market price entry for ETH as well for me right now. Unconfirmed structure for ETH because it can just go like this back down. And the most important thing that we just have left to discuss is BTC dominance. Just tweeted that out. Okay, this is the big supply, this is the big SR flip. Even a beginner can spot this SR flip. Key resistance at 65.78%. One key thing to note is that this is a BTC cycle looker, so you're looking for dominance to keep on increasing because that is healthy for BTC. All right, so now you're inside the HTF supply. Personally, just like the drawing states, I'm looking for one more push inside this HTF supply, which likely takes BTC to around 95 to 98k as we just discussed on the potential long trigger. That will be really good for this trigger to confirm. But for the bottom perspective, where do you have a relief rally for alts? This rejection from here at max, this level is at max 63.33%. That's the max one. You look for a rejection from there all the way towards 57.4%. Between this area to this area, this is where you get a relief on alts. This is where you start longing alts. If you want to start buying dips, you can from now. But just remember that if BTC rejects here and goes towards the range lows that we just discussed, there is a potential 10 to 15% dump. So if you are buying, buy in, I would say three parts: one here, one at that dump, and one at a consolidation phase that confirms the structure for alts. Okay, and then at 57% you exit, because this entire thing is a cluster of order blocks and demands and vertical accumulation, and inside the structure from here to here you have an NPOC. 57% will be the bottom. That would be either with the BTC ranging structure or BTC dumping structure. It can be either. It's unconfirmed from now, but this is where you just exit all alts. Don't buy alts, don't holds. Scoop profit from here between this range. Get out from here, because this is going to continue. This is vertically accumulative bullish structure. You're not looking for a easy rejection, and the structure, this entire structure which was built over months to immediately break an alts, there's immediately an alt season out of nowhere. That's not realistic to happen. Okay, and then as this is a BTC cycle, you're looking for BTC to exceed over 100k, between 120 to 130k, while dominance continues to rise to 65.78%, and alts struggle. They just like from all the way towards summer to now, they have struggled. They'll continue to struggle. Just remember, this is your phase to scoop money as much as you can out of alts. Rotate back into BTC between these levels back up here. If there are changes in validations, I'll obviously tweet those out. But this is for now, all of this for now is really matching with all these levels. Cetus we took along yesterday, tweet that as well, and closed that for 45k, 23%, 3.8 R. And I've placed new limits. The new limits are, these are unlikely to fill, but I just placed them in case. These are the entries with size. Okay. This is the setup. SUI, okay, SUI, this is a 4-hour auction right now. Normally I would market along this one, but BTC is at extremely high resistance and also weak, so I'm not doing that. What I'm looking for is that just price to get back above this previous H4 high. If it goes back above this high like this, I will trigger along over here, because this auction would confirm and my stop will go below this wick. The targets are going to be above 4. So he is comparatively strong in the altcoin section between other majors. That is why I have on the watch list. No market entry. Okay, if this previous high is flipped on the H4, only then. Okay, others are all covered. Hopefully this hits TP for 33%. Okay, I'm done. I've covered everything that was pending on Twitter. I have no further responsibility left on my end for the positions that I took. Guys, I personally need something to ape. I have a sub account that I want to ape. Where is that? I aped a few things, but I only made a little bit. I want to flip that to a million ASAP in this small degenerative new listings we have on alts. Where is my post? Yeah, this one. Well, it was starting 177.4k. Where am I? Okay, I pumped it about how much myself? 6k? About 6k. I need something on this account. Let's look at chat now. Do you use Elliott waves? No, just levels and supply and demand. Mostly supply and demand concepts. I have a position FET from 1.45. FET is a precisely pumping due to dumping, sorry, due to its FUD. I am not selling. I don't know about you. It depends on your risk to reward ratio, but for me, FET is a long-term hold, and this is the discount that I wanted that I'm getting right now. Fib extensions. You can use two things. Okay, wait, I'll give you another shortcut if you're not good with fib extensions manually. Just use the auto fib retracement tool. Take an example on SUI. How I said SUI is going to go above $4. Okay, you see you have a 1.61. This is auto generated through the auto fib retracement. Okay, you can confirm the supports as well. Barely front run here inside your block, but 3.6294 could be your target from here, then eventually 4.11, because 2.618 is a major fib for HTF structures. I already updated Moodeng. I have updated all positions at the beginning of the stream. You can scroll back that were pending on Twitter. USDT dominance chart? No. USDT dominance is just the opposite of, let's say, if BTC is going to go up, USD dominance is going to go down. I don't need to analyze those sort of things. I see people do that a lot, but I've never used it. Not needed for me. Average final price prediction above 1.85 is the buy sell liquidity rate. 1.86 above. Yeah. Guys, just remember that FET has an extremely large supply in this area, so this could happen like this as well. Keep that in mind. You need a flip of this supply to continue higher. Okay, one more chart I had to discuss. Guys, forget about those old coins that are barely moving. Focus on the new ones. There's so much potential in the new ones. Look at this one, DGen. Look, such a bullish structure. Up, 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 up. Just spot an order block inside the uptrend and make free money. I posted this on Twitter. This is my setup. Still waiting for it to fill. I tried to long Popcat 3 times. Took a loss 2 times on that. Minor losses, but I hate the PA of this coin. I think this is from last stream that it's a 4 base structure with its blow off top pending still around 3. I hate the PA on this coin. Supply and demand video is already on the channel. WLD, yeah. We either need some dog shit new coins to long, or we need the old ones to short. What is this? I don't like these. We need new names. This is a rounding bottom. Just as I said, it's just gonna do this before it eventually moves up. Oh yeah, Peanut is launched. Nice name. So much money to be made on these ones. Right? The POC is currently is support right now. If it holds this level, it's just going to go up. But you want to place limits on the rate of the sell side liquidity inside this big order block, free long, and yeah, this one inside this free long, free long. Let's place an alert. We get that, we get that. Otherwise, nope. Also are going to start pumping between 2025. I think that would be Q2, the start of Q2 2025. And it's no a big science to know why is that. You just have to zoom out like this. Basically, if I just reference it, summer, where was summer of this year? Summer of this year was, okay, yeah, June here. So I was really bearish on alts. I said BTC would just continue to go higher. Okay. Why did I say that? How long it will take? Let's say like around winter. I just quoted that tweet as well recently. What I did was just zoom out this chart, analyze, and just see how long would it realistically take to for 93. Let's say we are here in the summer. How long would it realistically take for 93k to hit? If I just go like make a drawing like this, I would say yeah, roughly it makes sense that winter 2024 is going to be the target. Now same from here to 130k. How long does it realistically realistically, sorry, take for 130k to reach. If I just do this, the rough drawing just from my memory, how prices move. Okay, you just do those drawings and you come up with around Q1 to Q2 2025. And this is also because of dominance. Dominance takes slow. It's just slow growth. You have the data available from previous cycles. What kind of pullbacks on HTF? Okay, I did not analyze HTF. Let's say you want to find a BTC bottom. One of this is clear. 73,650 is your, let's say, bottom for this cycle. If you get 73,650, this is an obvious range high. Even if you get this, or even if you get something like this area here is your bottom for this cycle. If you get this is where you sell your house and buy BTC and sell it above 100k. This is what I mean. But after this move, does it make sense to go like this? No, right? That is just a possibility. If so, when you have a vertically pumping structures, you look for between 50 to 75% of the fill of the imbalances to look for HTF continuation longs. Okay, so in that case, that would be 50 to 75% for this structure would be between this area. You see this starting from this to this here, you have a cluster of order blocks and demands. This is continuous spot buying here with pressure. This entire area is to bid. If you start bidding from here, but you don't want to bid towards the bottom, because towards the bottom it indicates that if buyers weren't present in the start of the bidding, then why would they be present out of nowhere at the end? At the end is where you put your invalidations. So if you start buying from, let's say, over here, you continue buy here in this area, you put your invalidation in this area. Okay, that's how you buy the HTF bottom if you get those. These are things that are extremely in the future. And just follow Twitter. I update these things timely on that. This was an emergency stream to update the altcoin status because I had a lot of longs to update. Tips to growing a small coin with spot. This is a meme cycle. You guys have the uh, opportunity to trade memes. I do not because of size and religious reasons, but you guys do. Just find good memes, spot their, learn supply and demand, supply their demand order blocks, take the retest longs, sell the nearest supply, compound. You don't know how compounding works until you have experienced it. Compounding works wonders. Okay, let's just see some charts now. NPC. Nobody asked me to do structures like grass. Okay, this was from last stream. I remember this one. You just marked out the order block, pump straight. Let's go ahead. When you guys ask for charts, tell me, do you want the bearish scenario on this one or the bullish scenario on this one? Because it depends on perspective. Say your only key support is this one. As long as it's above this one, it will go higher. But as soon as it accepts back below, it will confirm a deviation. But the deviation to confirm, losing this low is necessary. Okay, it can go like this and still go up. So unless and until this low is lowered, key level is this, but the deviation low to confirm is this one. Bullish scenario, render a bullish. You have to take this all this liquidity eventually. Okay, I'll just wait. All this thing, euphoria, complimency is the main ones you want to note. Euphoria, complimency, complimency, dum 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 dum, anger, depression, and then the cycle continues. So this is starting its own cycle again, the bullish one. Now you want to look for entries. If you don't, if you have, hold, buy more if it dips, but if you don't have, then okay, now, yeah, it's a weekly supply. Okay, you're looking for an auction over here. Where do you sell? If you get this one, this is where you add on this like dump. If BTC dumps a lot, target. Okay, ideally you will look for a new all-time high, because first thing you need to note that the monthly needs to close above this one. Once the monthly closes above 7.7, it will create an all-time high easily, really easily, because the entire structure would confirm this deviation right here. There's a good structure. There's no need to sell early. Okay, next one. Oh yeah, I had to cover Sol. Keep forgetting Sol. This Sol position was from our last stream. The TP was 221.5. It hit, and then I updated this tweet. This limit is still valid. This retest. This is a continuation I'm looking for on the long. Say got stop break even for me. I had a setup on this. Oh wait, did it get stop break even? November. Okay, that's 2 days ago. That should be stop break even. But why this? 1, 2, 3. What? Oh, okay, my buy was here. This is stop break even for me. But you have this big auction. As long as prices on HTF remain above 0.4122, it's all for buying until the target for yearly open. Because there are some coins that haven't retested their yearly opens. You're looking for minimum targets for that on those. Okay. Mental tip: if you're trading based on RR, this kind of thing happens with percentage trading. This used to happen with me as well. But when you're trading with RR, let's say you're +1 on a trade, even if you still take that, you go up inside another trade with the liability of another R. Okay. Where plans with VIP PNLs right now is negative. PNL is not negative right now. PNL is about 3.5 R. We closed CETUS for 3.8 R today. And we have about how many days? I think 70 days into the month. Sorry, the mic disconnected. Okay, so this page is like March from last year. Usually in these cases, I avoid posting a lot in VIP because I'm mentally more focused towards on my own positions. I don't want to make any mistakes, but I try to post as much as I can. And sometimes the monthly targets are usually reached at the end of the month as well. That is when I press the accelerator. Assign will look to see if bull run is coming to an end. Okay, good question. That is also tweeted out. Oh yeah, there it is. Same Wall Street cheat sheet, cycle theory, thrill, euphoria, complimency. Backtest the strategy. Whenever you have euphoria followed by complimency, that is your top. Okay, so for BTC from previous cycle, let's check that. Okay, so let's say this one was, there are two scenarios in this one. This is a little bit confusing. Okay, this one was euphoria and compliments did not came, so it just started dumping. So we invalidated the structure after this pump here and we say this one is euphoria. Now the next bearish retest that came over here, this is complimency, and then complimency follows downtrend towards a bear market. Same in this case, In my opinion, it's currently in the phase of thrill. You have euphoria left above 100k. After euphoria at 100k, you will dip. That dip would be said by many to buy because it would return above 100k, 150k target, 200k target. But I would consider it complacency. Okay, complacency. Don't mind my English, not my first language. Okay, that is how you'll state the top is in. Please explain. There's a channel on the there's a video on the channel for our blogs. You can just view that. Tan and Tia. Okay, okay. We had grass as well. This is an example of just we were discussing on BTC. Okay, euphoria, complacency, and now you're just ranging, waiting for the range to break for a new cycle. So let's do this. Your high to flip a change in market structure is this. You have EQ lows here, and below the EQ lows, we spot an order block. So your two scenarios are breakout flip like this. That is where you go long on the confirmation. Number two, you sweep the EQ lows with a limit order inside this order block and then go back up targeting this supply here. Very simple. Yes, same from last stream. It's just inside a range. Okay, as long as you're inside this range, it's just going to range. If it goes below range low, you're targeting this. If it goes above range high, then you're targeting obviously this higher time frame supply. Okay, the chat is moving too fast. I want to find you guys setups on my own, the good ones, where you can make money instead of just analyzing random shit. Okay, grass. I think there's two bottles. Wait. For grass, you have a sweep of EQ lows inside this order block here. This is a larger order block, but it has retested into this point already, so we're looking for a lower sweep based on the EQ lows. First entry here, but if you want to play it safe like me, then it would be here, a large bid over here. Yeah, definitely. Large bid over here inside this order block. Just thinking if I have something important to cover. We did BTC, we did ETH, we did BTC dominance, FET. For my guys with altcoin cycles. Uh, at the beginning, we discussed BTC dominance dump, which would leave for a relief rally in alts. We just see this total three structure here as well. Extremely big resistance at a 840 billion. That should match with the analysis that we did with BTC dominance and alts relief pump at the beginning of the stream. A 500 plus in peanut hold or sell, bro. What am I supposed to do if you have 500% on peanut? Is it your money or mine? You think previous cycle alts will break their all-time high? No, 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 never. Not happening. Things like CRV, dot, atom, these things are not going anywhere. Sol is an outlier because it has the really active working chain. Don't remind me of Popcat, please. I have bad experiences with this one. Where's my chart? I had a chart on this. Nice. Crap, man. My long wasn't here, it was somewhere over here. I closed it for, where is that? 0.34 hour loss in the morning. Holy shit. Tips how to compound effectively with day trading. Long BTC, sell BTC. Then move to odds that are looking good. Bro is still asking about peanut when I just answered the question. Alright, guys, the stream was for just updating. Oh shit, I can't see this. Fuck. The stream was just for updating the open positions. I was freaking out individually updating those tweets. Man, I want to long this again. Shit. Why can't I get rid of this thing? I've been trying for about like 3 to 4 days for this setup. I knew the blow off top pump was coming. God, it's up 25% from my morning entry now. Yeah, I don't speak when I'm charting. Full focus only. No, I don't want to I don't want to mess up stream setups in front of our 200 300 people. It's a lot of responsibility while charting these. 1.7 R with a 22% move is still fine. You should see some sort of this deviation form here. Get back below this range low that we drew. Back inside. This is one supply that came from here. This is the second supply that came from here. The supplies are merging over here. Okay. When supplies merge, it becomes extremely big support. Now the thing is, the NPOCs lie down above the supply. So what you want to look for is price to come back here inside the supply, consolidate a bit. Basically, consolidation will allow you to take a more preciser entry instead of going with a limit order with this 1.7 hour setup, because it's not going to fill the limit and just go continue shoot up. You're going to see consolidation inside this cluster of supplies. So manually, this is the setup. The stop is correct. The TP is correct. But for entries, you want to look for somewhere in between. You see, 1.7 to around 4. There's a lot of difference. You want to look for consolidation inside and then manually enter with a better RR. If I am awake, online, whatever, I'll post it myself on Twitter. Yeah, you can DC as well, but it's a really large supply block. Waiting for inside entry with consolidation would be a much better option. And with the way I have such a low win rate with this coin, I want to avoid it. I really have high hopes for auction. Okay, someone was asking about the challenge account. This is currently the trade on the challenge account. This was the first one that came on all the bullish altcoin tweets that had to be taken on the challenge account. It has been about 1 day and a half since I'm holding this one. But stops are break even now. It's just running on the challenge. Target is 33%. I'm looking for larger moves and end the challenge, start a new one. Okay, guys, that's it for the stream. The further updates for setups and other things will come on Twitter. Okay, this was an emergency stream to update the ongoing setups. See you guys probably on Sunday now. Okay, bye bye.